So Trump's showing pale in the town. I'm sure he took her to the best of the best, some classy place like the Trump all-you-can-eat foie gras and caviar-ateria. Trump foie gras and cafeteria, where you are guaranteed to contract gout. The disease of kings.
The two broke bread. They went out for a slice of pizza in New York's Times Square.
You know what? Slice of pizza. Respect.
The place is called Famous Familia Pizza. It is an Albanian chain of pizzerias.
What? Famous Familias of 50th and Broadway. I mean, I've eaten there. The pizza's, you know, fine. I used to eat there a lot when I was working next door at Caroline's Comedy Club. It's good convenience pizza. It's, you know, back in the 80s, there weren't a lot of food options in Times Square. It was either Familia Pizza or scarf and down some edible underwear from one of the porn shops. And then Giuliani took that option away. You know, Donald, I don't want to say anything, but if you're taking an esteemed visitor to get real New York pizza, Familia's ain't it.
Dinner was great. We had great pizza. Wasn't that good? It was real New York pizza.
No! No! It's not. Unless a real authentic New York pizza can also be found in Terminal 4 of the Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. It's Familia. It's a chain. And Governor Palin, by the way, no disrespect. No disrespect to you. You're a guest in our city. We should offer you the finest that our hospitality has to offer you. I just would have thought Captain Comb-Over could have pulled that one off. I mean, for f***'s sake, it's New York City. I mean, I hate to use this term this close to ground zero, but we're a bit of a pizza mecca. I mean, you know, you got Lombardi's. Honestly, Lombardi's. Go down to Lombardi's, oldest pizzeria in town, Little Italy, founded in 1905. They make their own pork sausage. You go to Grimaldi's, under the Brooklyn Bridge, a brick oven, but go there early. By 4 o'clock, the line's out to the East River. Totano's, Coney Island, marron, thin crust with sweet sauce. Arturo's on Houston Street, coal oven, lightly charred crust. Go to John's. Oh, John's. Go to the one on Bleecker if that's full. Go to the John's on the Upper West Side. It's not the same vibe, but the pies. Danino's on Staten Island. They got the breadcrumbs on the bottom. Go Joe's on Carmine Street. Just get a slice. Go to Joe's on Carmine Street. Donald. What the are you doing? Familia on 50th and Broadway? No, I get it. I get it. You're in a hurry. Maybe there's security concerns. I'll forgive you this selection. I apologize. Let's just go to the content of your meeting, and then we'll just... Son of a bitch! Mother... And you stack your slices, Donald? With all due respect, you stack slices of pizza. The steam from the bottom of the slice is going to make the top crust... You piece of... Maybe all those years of making your hair do whatever it is that it does, you think you can go around layering any thing you want to layer, and no one's going to say anything about it. But you cannot, you know something? I apologize. I apologize. No disrespect. I apologize. Let's continue with the meeting. Are you eating it with a fork? A fork? La forchetta satanica! E tour del diablo! Donald Trump, why don't you just take that fork and stick it right in New York's eye? Donald Trump, we work hard. And you do this, you disrespect us in our own house? Scatagooch. You can put your name on everything. You can build your glass and gold-painted buildings to the sky, blocking out the Central Park sun. It's fine. It's fine. But you invite an important visitor to our house, to our town, and eat your pizza with a fork right in front of us. Who the do you think you're... You know what? Hey, why don't you take a Fiorello LaGuardia's hat and feed it to Joe DiMaggio's crying ghost on Liberty Island, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Watch and learn, for God's sakes. Watch and learn. You fold it and you eat it. You fold it. You fold it and you eat it. One hand. You got the other hand free. You put a little Parmesan, a little oregano, a little red pepper. Maybe you can point at your friend and go, delicious, huh? It's nice. Maybe a guy you know walks in and goes, did you take care of that thing? You did? All right, that's very nice. Or maybe you just use your other hand to take an irresponsible amount of napkins. Dab it on there. And maybe a few minutes later, you just throw them the out. You just throw them out. Or you leave them on the table and go, you want a tip? Here's your tip. What do I look like, a busboy? No disrespect. Actually, I was a busboy. So but my point is this. Donald, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story, Donald Trump. My grandparents immigrated to this country. My grandfather worked as a taxi driver in Brooklyn. My other grandfather worked as a dry cleaner in Washington Heights. I do not come from successful stock. But every day, they worked their fingers to the bone, because it was their dream that someday their grandson could afford some DVDs of all of Robert De Niro's movies. So that he could, little Jewish boy of Latvian, Lithuanian, and Mongolian blood, could one day, God willing, pretend to be Italian on television. And now, you're the balls to eat pizza with a fork. You know what? Based on how you eat pizza, Donald, I want to see your long-form birth certificate. I don't think you were really born in New York.